Why, hello there everyone, I'm the Kumo Sensei, and man oh man, there is a lot of stuff that has been announced today, and a lot of stuff that has been happening. And guys, tomorrow, I'm not going to be live streaming, but I will be uploading. But tomorrow, I have a wedding to attend to, so yeah, it's not my wedding, it's a relative of mine. He's getting married, or she's getting married, my bad. So, tomorrow I'm going to be busy. But how's it going, Marco? I hope everything's going well. But without further ado, there has been a lot of stuff announced today. Like, literally. I can't even go through all the news. Because, for those who don't know, yesterday, Aniplex Online Fest, which is basically a live stream for animes, and a lot of stuff has been announced. And I did cover some stuff, such as, today. Like, man, it is crazy. There is just so much stuff that has been announced. I honestly cannot keep up with all of the stuff, literally. Because if I make videos announcing what has been announced, it will go on for days. So, a lot of stuff. And this stream is going to be very short, guys, because it may be about an hour to an hour 15 minutes at most. So, I'm going to talk about some stuff that has happened on the Aniplex Online Fest 2022. And let's get straight into it, because there's a lot of stuff, man. Like, way more than I expected. Alright, guys. There's a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go over everything. I'll try. But guys, man, this is crazy, yo. Alright. Chihafuru director helms Loving Yamada at level 999 TV anime for 2023 broadcast. And this is literally being created by Studio Madhouse. Studio Madhouse produces an adaptation of rom-com manga. And this article is written by Liam Dempsey, so there goes credit, where credit is due. And man, there's... I said it, I'm going to keep saying it, there is so much to go over. I can't go over everything. But I'll go over some things. The game is on. Among all the exciting news out of Aniplex Online Fest this year was the announcement that romantic comedy manga Loving Yamada at level 999 is getting a TV anime adaptation in 2023. A teaser visual and trailer were released. I can't watch the trailer on the stream because it'll get copyrighted, along with the main staff and cast. And here's a teaser visual. So this is a rom-com series. I'm a big fan of romance, by the way. That's why I want to talk about this. But man oh man, this visual looks pretty nice. Same artist as Chihafuru. That's pretty interesting. As previewed in the trailer, Akito Yamada is being voiced by Koki Uchiyama, Miyamura and Horimiya. Love Horimiya, by the way. And Akane Kinoshita is being voiced by Inori Minase, Itsuki in the quintessential quintuplets. And here's an official Twitter post. And I believe this profile here is relatively new. That was just pretty much created not too long ago. But man, here's the trailer. I really want to watch this trailer, guys, but it's going to get copyrighted, so I can't. But anyhow, though, let us continue. Based on the manga by Mashiro, Loving Yamada at level 999 is being directed by Morio Asaka, Chihayafuru, at Studio Madhouse. Studio Madhouse is back, man. I thought they were just going to stick with Overlord, but you see them come back to make something else other than Overlord. Hey, I'm happier than ever. With series composition by Yasuhiro Nakanishi, Kaguya-sama Love is War. That is some great credentials, by the way. And character designs by Kunihiko Hamada. My love story. Do I get any notifications when I get a donation? Not really, guys. I don't get anything. Like, any notifications whatsoever from what I'm aware of. I have tested some things, but it's been kind of iffy, to be honest with you. And I'm not... Marco, I'm going to be honest. I'm not certain exactly... not how it works, but how it processes. Hey! Marco, $1. Oh my gosh. Why me? Come on now. I mean, oh god. Whew. Okay, just I'm not trying to cry, okay? I'm just man, oh. Sorry. Marco, you have my thanks. My gratitude goes a long way, I'll tell you that. And what you've done is something I couldn't ask for, honestly. you know you you didn't really need to do that, but why are you making me cry, Marco? Come on now. That's the last thing I want to do. Gosh, this is that is gratification. Thanks, Marco. You know, you didn't really need to donate the $1 though, for real. I mean, I see it. And I see it now, and it's working. That is pretty nice, Marco. So, okay, so hold up, Marco. I'm trying to get my stuff together. So, apparently, I got your tip. Why? You don't have to add more. Come on. Oh man, Marco, you're gonna. Oh man, Marco, come on now. You don't have to. That's enough, Marco. I don't need more than I need. I think I'll be fine for the most part. But please, just that's fine. You don't need to add more than what it is. Yeah, it works, Marco. I'll tell you that. It works. But you don't need to... You don't really need to donate, Marco. Hold up. Don't worry, Marco. It's all good. Anyhow, let's continue with the new stuff. Yeah. I'll figure it out off stream, but Marco, you have my thanks, though. Man, that's crazy. Mangamo, who releases an official English version of the series, describes the story as such. Recently dumped, Akane is just about to quit the game she used to play with her boyfriend. When she meets Yamada, in the same RPG, Yamada in real life turns out to be somewhat of a legend. The only problem is, he is only interested in the game. As Akane's feelings grow, while Yamada's focus stay on the game. And this is pretty much, the article pretty much ends here, but I'll tell you, I really want to read this. Just because it's more like a gamer rom-com romance. It's pretty funny, honestly, because I did not expect this series to actually get an anime adaptation confirmation. There's also more news, but let us continue though. I find this to be interesting as well. So, Gen Orobuchi's Asen Flugel, I think that's how I pronounce it, novel gets anime film. Seiji Mitsushima chief directs the films at A1 Pictures. This article is written by Daryl Harding. So, let us continue. Aniplex announced so much stuff. I don't know how long the stream was, but a lot of stuff was announced. There's another trailer. I want to watch this so bad, but it'll get copyrighted. But let's continue. It's time to take the skies in a brand new anime film from the mind of... In the new season of anime, which ones are you more hyped up about? Currently, there are two in particular. Chainsaw Man and Bleach, for the upcoming season, that I'm super hyped about. Especially Bleach, because they released a new trailer. It's only like 30 seconds long. They released that trailer about like 12 to like a day ago. And I'll be honest, man, that Bleach trailer though, the animation looks clean. But it's Disney. I want to see, Some people rumored that the new Bleach upcoming season and whatnot is going to change some things to make it better because the manga wasn't as good. So I hope they do, if they do change some stuff around, I hope they make it better, but we kind of had to wait and see. And Chainsaw Man, everybody's hyped up for that. So those two are what I'm pretty much hanging on for in terms of like really high expectations. Everything else I still do like that I've talked about on my previous streams, but like those don't compare to the expectations I have, you know, because my expectations for those two are through the roof. Oh, man, I gotta see it to believe it though. Like Chainsaw Man and Bleach, because the animation looks way too good. I want to see my eyes cry like of how beautiful it is. But hey, I would like to know what you're into, Marco, though, for the upcoming season. Because the new seasons of anime, man, I'm telling you, animation production has gone up. The question is, do the staff and whatnot, I really hope the staff and the production team gets paid more because of their hard work. But hey, let's wait and see, right? Oh, for the mind of Madoka Magica. That's crazy. Gen Urobuchi, as his novel Eisen Flugel, was announced to be getting an anime adaptation as Anime Studio A1 Pictures, the same studios that created Sword Art Online, and what was the other series? I totally forgot. At this weekend's Aniplex Online Fest 2022 event, a teaser trailer and visual release alongside the main staff members. I'll tell you, Aniplex, man, they announced so much amazing new news. It is beautiful. Boy, this promotional roster already, it sells everything. I don't see what A1 Pictures has though, because I really want to see their staff and whatnot. The main staff for the Asen Flugel anime film includes original stories by Gen Urobuchi, Nitro Plus from Phase Zero, interesting. Original character design, Takashi Takeuchi, Type Moon. For those who don't know, Type Moon is known for the Fate series as well. Chief direction, Seiji Mitsushima. Fullmetal Alchemist 2003. Very interesting. Director is Daisen Komatsuda, and Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time assistant director. Evangelion is pretty confusing to get into. I wouldn't say it's the worst anime of all time, but I wouldn't say it's the best either. I'm kind of mixed on Evangelion, to be honest. Mechanical design, Kanetake Ibikawa. Gundam Build Fighters Shrine. Dragon design. There's a dragon design? Huh. Tatsuya Yoshikawa, Devil May Cry 5 character designer. That is... They have a game designer for the dragon design. That is totally new for me. That's interesting. The music is by Yuki Kajiura, and animation production is by A1 Pictures. A1 Pictures, they typically do a good job. Not on everything, but they do pretty well. Is it on the level of like Ufotable or Studio Mappa? No, not really in my opinion, but it's almost up there. Aisen Flugel's original novels from Gen Urobuchi were originally published in 2 volumes. 2 volumes only? On July 19th and December 18th, 2009. It was adapted into a 4-volume manga series from Ano Nanakamado. Oh wow, that name though. Nanakamado, from June 2016 to September 2019. So no wonder why it's getting a movie instead of a show. There's not enough material source to adapt from. The Instant Future anime film doesn't have a confirmed date, but there's more information to come soon. This series is interesting. People were talking about this too on the forums on my anime list, was it? I don't really like to set expectations really high based on the trailer, because trailers doesn't really always equal final product. But this we gotta wait and see though. This teaser visual here, or this novel here, whichever, looks really nice. A dragon and a jet goes together pretty well. They also announced this series as well. This is not an anime, by the way, guys. This here is basically a new novel series. So let's continue. Aniplex.exe reviews Hiraha Hiru. Wow, what the heck? Reviews Hiraha Hiru visual novel for 2023. PC release planned for game by Swan Song's Renya Seraguchi. This article is written by Joseph Luster. So there goes credit, or credit is due. And man, Aniplex just went all out, yo. I missed the live stream too because it was streaming late, so I didn't have time to stay up for it. In addition to anime announcement at Aniplex Online Fest 2022, the company's visual novel branch was on hand for a new reveal. Aniplex.exe has a new title on the way called Hiraha Hiru, and is currently set to launch on PC in Japan in sometime in 2023, which is next year. Swan Song's Renya Seraguchi is on board for planning a scenario duties with Zenosuke on character designs and Manyo on music, or Zamanyo on music. So here's another trailer, and from what I hear, this audio here is copyrighted, and some of the visuals as well, but I'm not too certain on that. But I don't want to take my risk because I really don't want to get a copyright strike. And a lot of this stuff was announced on Twitter, the place to get cancelled, which is kind of funny, by the way. Twitter. Aniplex.exe. There's even an official website too. I haven't checked out this website yet, but I'll do that later, maybe, I don't know. There is so much stuff announced, man. A lot of anime announced too. Like, it is crazy, yo. Arcanite's anime, a Fate spinoff, this, like, man, where do we even start? I heard about this as well, Muscles and Magic. I talked about it getting an anime adaptation, and I'm not gonna lie, I want to watch this trailer, but I haven't watched it yet because I'm afraid of copyright. Copyright has been rampant lately. Oh, man, it's funny because this trailer is only on Twitter. No, I believe it was also posted on YouTube now as well, but I'm not gonna risk it. Oh, excuse myself. That was Goo 2 manga. Really? Man, I really gotta read this though. You see, when it comes to the new Shonen Jump stuff, because this is also part of Shonen Jump as well, I believe, I have not read a lot of the newer stuff, and the reason why is because recently Shonen Jump has been licensing new series, but also canceling them. They canceled a series a couple weeks back to release a new series, but I totally forgot. It's on Viz Media though. They're the ones that are responsible for legally publishing, my bad, Shonen Jump series, I think. This is one of those series I have not read yet. I believe there's around 90 to 80 something chapters out for this series. Now, I will read this in the future, but as of now, I don't know. I have a genuine fear of reading a manga and then it gets good or interesting to my liking just for it to get canceled. Because I forgot what the series was called. It happened to so many animes already currently. But I would like to see the staff and stuff though, because typically when it comes to anime adaptations, the staff tells you everything on the anime quality. So let me read this real quick. The director, Tomoya Tanaka, the Cyberpunk Edge Runner's assistant director. That is huge. That is a plus. The series composition is by Yosuke Kuroda, Goblin Slayer. Take it or leave it, I guess. Pretty good, but we gotta wait and see. Character design, Hisashi Hikashijima. Music, Masaru Yokoyama, Fruits Baskets 2019. I actually like the music in Fruits Baskets, especially the remake. That's a huge win in my book. And this is also by A1 Pictures. A1 Pictures is licensing a lot. Well, they're making a lot of these new animes, I guess. The line art looks clean, though. But we gotta wait and see. And I talked about this one today. This one here, even though I already talked about it, this one here is a huge W. I love this series. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. The anime was good, and the movie was amazing. The movie to me was S tier. I really want to. I need to read the light novels, man, because this series, man, I have a genuine love for this series. I don't know why. The main character is pretty stale at times, and some of the stuff is a bit. I don't want to say it's trope, but there's something about this that works. Maybe it's because of the supernatural elements that are placed into the series that makes it more interesting. It's like a softer tone of Monogatari. I think that's the best way to put it. Love this series though. It does somewhat give me, yeah, it kind of does give you the Monogatari vibes, but not really. But this is one of the news that was also announced at Aniplex. Aniplex, man, they went all out this year. Last year they did pretty well last year, but I don't remember exactly all the stuff they announced. This year they dropped bombs. They dropped actual like interesting stuff that I was not expecting. That's why I didn't stay up late to watch it, because I was just too tired. I was like, this is not going to be anything good. And lo and behold, Marco, we have these great series, like literally, like all of these. Now, typically, when it comes to stuff like this in Aniplex, there's only like one or two things I'm pretty much interested in. I would say, but man, people are talking about Arcanines as well. But I don't really play mobile games, guys. To be fair, I do love the art style though. Monogatari isn't for everyone. I hope we can get some anime like that. That is true. I think the problem with new anime watchers, because I think the people who typically quit on watching Monogatari or reading it is typically the people who are new to anime, because I find that new anime fans are more into the shonen action style animes and whatnot. And when it comes to the romance, they look more towards the simpler type of stuff. But I do understand why people wouldn't like Monogatari, because the pacing is kind of confusing at times for some people. And not to mention, it's kind of hard to translate because it is a very Japanese traditional literature focused type of series. I think that's the best way to explain it, because even the light novels have a hard time being translated to English. So I very much understand why people can't get into Monogatari. But for me, hey, I've been watching anime for a long time, so for us, you and me, Marco, we're doing great. Like, for real. It's kind of funny how mobile games are getting so popular, they're getting animes now, because, like, back then, you rarely ever got any of this type of stuff. I like Arcanines, but I want to see how the Genshin Impact, the Genshin Impact anime turns out. There was one more, I don't know the anime of. It's about a teacher with 8 to 9 girls, 3 seasons. There's a teacher, 8 to 9 girls, 3 seasons. One teacher, 8 to 9 girls, 3 seasons. Huh. I'm trying to think, Marco. 8, 9 girls, 3 seasons. Is there anything else you can hint on? Because, like, is there anything? How should I explain? Young teacher with glasses. So he has glasses. Hold up. Young teacher with glasses. 8 to 9. Hold up. I think I have a general idea, but I need to actually search this up real quick. I'm not saying I got it, but teacher to 8. Teacher with classes. 8. Are you talking about the world God only knows? I think you're referring to that series, right? it seems like it. I could be wrong. He was telling that on the first scene. But is it the world God only knows? That's the vibe I'm getting, but okay, good. Because like when it goes to like school animes, there are so many. I get confused at times. Man, that one goes back actually. I remember I didn't watch it when it came out, but I did watch it back in middle school, I think. Was it middle school? Not middle school. Was it senior high? I really don't remember, Marco. I didn't watch all of it though. I think I watched some of the first season. No, I believe I completed season 1 only. Animation's unique. Very much so. I don't think we'll get anime quality like that ever again. Because I think anime nowadays is way too focused on creating like great or these type of animations to go back. Anime has changed so much in the past decade. It's gotten better and worse at the same time, but it really depends on what's your take on it, honestly. What else is there they announced? Because there's a lot of stuff announced. No, not that. The other one. Wait, I would try to find it. Okay. Tell me you do find it, because a lot of animes get me confused at times, Marco, so I apologize on my behalf. Let's see if I can do some stuff myself. Okay. Hold up. Sorry, I'm doing my own research as well. This is a two-person effort, I guess you can say. We're both searching the web. We're gonna... hold up. Oh, this fly is actually getting on my nerves. I don't know if I can find it or not, but in the meantime though, it is hard to read. He had kids with all of them. Comedy anime. Okay, hold up. He had a kid with all of them. 8. I don't. I really don't know, Marco. I really don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It's a comedy anime. Hey, he's a teacher. I don't know. I'll search it up later. But for now, I guess the best thing we can do is just to sit back while we're at it. But anyhow, though, it's kind of interesting because My Hero is going to have 24 episodes, supposedly. My Hero Academia Season 6, every girl is different. Every girl's different. Okay. My Hero Academia Season 6 to air for 2 consecutive cours. So essentially, 2 consecutive cours is basically 24 episodes, right? The all-out war between heroes and villains will light up screens for a half of a year. So yeah, 24 episodes. This article is written by Joseph Luster. So there goes credit, where credit is due. And man, I have a lot to say about My Hero Academia as of now, but let's continue. We've got a lot of My Hero Academia to look forward to, because the latest update has confirmed Season 6 as a 2-core consecutive run. That means we'll be treated to the all-out war between heroes and villains for half a year, so buckle up, MHA fans. And here's a trailer, which I've already seen, but I can't watch it on stream because it'll get copyrighted. And basically, here's the visual that was released in October. And man, the backlash in the manga currently. I have not read the manga for My Hero Academia, but from what I've heard, there's a lot of angry fans. Even the hardcore fans are not really the biggest fans of My Hero. I'll be honest, I don't know how I feel about My Hero Academia. A lot of people say that the show or the series itself, like the entire series, it's pretty much gone downhill, but I'm only an anime fan, so I haven't read the manga, so I gotta see what happens. Because I heard the anime does a pretty good job with the manga, so this is kind of a wait and see situation. But October 1st, right? The 5th season of My Hero Academia ended on November 7th, 2021, with Season 5 OVAs released on Crunchyroll on August 1st. All of the currently released seasons are streaming right here on Crunchyroll. Man, okay. I'm gonna tell you. Say Russ. I'm gonna tell you what I think about My Hero because so that's the series, Marco? Interesting. I have not watched this series yet. I'm not familiar with the series. Huh. Interesting. Hold up. This is the first time you're hearing about this series, Marco. In 2007. So this was basically about maybe a couple years before I actually started watching anime. Like, hardcore, that is. Came out 2007. I'll probably check this out sometime in the future, actually. I'm not too familiar with the series, but the animation aesthetic looks pretty nice. It gives me the same feelings of Katana Monogatari, was it? No way. It's like the Monogatari series. Is it really? I'll check it out sometime in the future, though. But for now, man. But for now, though, we just gotta continue. But I'll check it out. Promise. There is so much going on right now in anime. Oh my gosh, Aniplex. Oh, when does this stop? I'll be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of the Fate spin-off series. This is like a movie or something, I believe. This is by A1 Pictures. I feel like okay, I know Aniplex is typically A1 Pictures that announces stuff, but man, this is a lot. Oh, excuse myself. Sorry. Fate Strange Fake Whispers of Dawn anime special to air on New Year's Eve. And I have a fly buzzing around my head. Both the Japanese and English dub versions are all... what am I saying? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Both the Japanese and English dub versions are in the works. This article is written by Joseph Luster, so there goes credit, where credit is due. And here's the visual. What started off as an April Fool's joke back in 2008 eventually spawned Fate Strange Fake, a light novel series by Bakano. This anime here is amazing. Bakano is a great series, by the way, and Durarara, Arthur Ryogo Narita. Now, as revealed during Aniplex Online Fest 2022, a new TV special is on the way. Fate Strange Fake Whispers of Dawn is set to air during the Fate New Year's TV special on December 31st. And a teaser trailer was posted along with the news. Fate series is pretty interesting because a lot of these are... I don't want to say they're not canon, but rather they're like their own thing, by the way. I think that's the best way to put it. The teaser reveals that both the original Japanese and English dubbed versions are in the works. They put a lot of money into this for certain. Just if they already have an English dubbed version, they're putting money in. Alright guys, the staff. This is going to tell us a lot. Director, Shun Inokido. Takahito Sakazume. Screenplay, Daisuke Ohigashi. Original character designer, Shizuki Mori. Character designer, UK Yamada. Music, Hiroyuki Sawano. That is a huge... that is a huge win, guys. So for those who don't know, Hiroyuki Sawano creates some of the best music, like the best music soundtracks in anime history. This guy's a legend. So if you want to know some of his famous works, he's known for making music for series like 86, Recreators, and like, man, this guy creates legendary music. Just put it that way. If he's making music for an anime, you bet it is worth the watch. He knows how to make he can compose. That's all I'm going to say. Animation production is by A1 Pictures. A1 Pictures is going to create everything now, huh? Alright, we got the cast. Okay, guys. This is interesting for me. I love voice acting, so let's see the cast. Here is the cast for both the Japanese and English. Alright. This is going to tell us a lot. I'm hyped. Ayaka Saigyo. The Japanese VA, Kana Hanazawa. The English VA, Anjali Kunapaneni. Saber. Japanese VA, Yuki Ono. The English VA, Ben Balmaceda or Balmaceda or Balmakelda. English names, I can't pronounce them well nowadays. Archer. The Japanese VA, Tomokazu Seki. The English voice actor, David Vincent. That name sounds familiar. Doesn't ring a bell though. Lancer. Japanese VA, Yu Kobayashi. The English VA, Marin Miller, my bad. I'm not too familiar with some of these voice actors for the English version, but the staff though, this is a credible staff. The question is, I don't know how this is going to play out. I feel like at this point, Fate is kind of too saturated. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying that, like, I'm surprised people are still into the series. It could just be me, but hey, I can't really know for certain, right? Man, there's still so much news as well. Let's see if there's anything new they have announced. Dark Souls, wow. I guess that's it? Hold up. Let's check out the older entries. There's certainly more information that we missed out on. Muscles and Magic. Oh, wow. When we were the VA, the teacher in Sayonara Sensible Sensei is the same as Araragi. Oh, that's really interesting. Araragi's voice actor. I forgot what his voice actor's, I'll search that up later, actually. I'm surprised, though. Because he's pretty credible. He's a pretty credible voice actor. He's in quite a few projects, actually. Dang. He's still voice acting, as a matter of fact, but I forgot what his latest works was, like, in terms of character voice acting. I need to search it up, though. He's been in the industry for a while now, actually. But let us continue, though. Nier Automata TV anime confirms version number January 2023 broadcast. The first teaser trailers and visuals of 2B and 9S were released. This article was written by Daryl Harding, and man, I tell you, Aniplex announced everything. After a long wait for more news on the Nier Automata TV anime adaptation of the popular video game, this weekend's Aniplex Online Fest 2022 event revealed a bunch of new information on the series, including its January 2023 premiere, the first teaser trailers, the voice actors, and visuals for 2B and 9S, as well as the new version 1.18 destination. Oh, that is a lot to take in. Oh wow, okay, that's interesting. Yui Ishikawa, Violet Evergarden, and Violet Evergarden will be voicing 2B. I can actually see that. That is okay. That is a huge win. She's the perfect voice actor for 2B. The 2B fandom, though, they go strong. This game came out in 2017, I believe, and it's still going strong. It was a 2018, I don't remember, but it's crazy. Hatsuki Hanae, Tanjiro Kamado, and Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba will be voicing 9S. I tell you, man, voice acting is becoming harder and harder to break through. It's just crazy. As somebody who likes to do voice acting, such as myself, I find that voice acting is not necessarily the hardest thing in the world, but it is very competitive because anyone, in my opinion, can do voice acting. I think anyone can do voice acting, but what makes it difficult is that you need to be the right person to do that voice for that character, if you get what I'm saying. Well, let's see what they can tell us about this anime whatsoever. In a talk between animation director Ryoji Matsuyama and game creator Yoko Taro said that being a direct adaptation of the game wouldn't work, so he wanted to change the anime around a bit at the behest of the Aniplex producers who wanted to stick closer to the story of the game. That's why the version number is different for the anime than the game. That is actually a very smart move. That is actually a really smart idea, because for the majority of game adaptations into anime that I've seen, most of them have been awful. Either awful or mediocre. I think the Persona 5 anime is one example. The Caligula Effect is another example. What's another one? Was it the point I'm trying to say is making an anime based off a game most of the time doesn't work. The only exception is visual novels. Visual novels can work. Visual novels will work if it's done right. But games itself, most of the time, no. Yoko Taro apologized to fans for any discrepancies between the two versions because he is the one that wanted them. This is not a bad move. I think Yoko Taro, the creator of the series, I think he's smart. This is the right move to make in my opinion, but the question is, how will the anime turn out? That's for another day, I guess. Nier Automata version 1.1a is set to premiere in January 2023. That is relatively fast. Excuse me. New character trailers will be released for the series in sequential order from October. A lot of people are doubting the series, but now that it's pretty much an original now, like it's its own timeline and whatnot, I think it has potential. I'm not saying this will be good, but what I am trying to say is that there is a chance that this could be something good and different. Wait, didn't Clannad was the game? Yes, but Clannad was a visual novel. Visual novels are the exception here, in my opinion, such as Steins Gate and some other series. Visual novels tend to work better visual novels work better in anime adaptations because the story in the script is pretty much straightforward, whereas in games, you're not really playing the games for just the story, even though the story is good. Games like Nier Automata is heavily reliant on the gameplay, basically the action, the music, and everything. Whereas Clannad, Steins Gate, and visual novels, and the Fruit of Grisaya, Ao no Kanata, and those type of series, even though they're visual novel games technically, they focus more on the aspect of story compared to Nier Automata, Persona, the Caligula effect, and this is other anime that was adapted from a game. But I hope you understand. Can you explain to me what a visual novel is? So a visual novel is essentially a story-based game. There's no actual movements and whatnot. It's basically like an anime, except they're only character sprites. So in a way, visual novels is basically storytelling, but in a way that's kind of like it's storytelling for a game. That's really all it really is. The medium for visual novels, the reason why people consider visual novels games is because visual novels is pretty much straightforward. Like, it's just storytelling. That's really all it is. But the difference is that the reason why people consider visual novels games is because in visual novels, you can make decisions on how the story goes, essentially. So for example, in a visual novel, there are two choices. You can pick this girl or this other girl. And depending on who you choose, the story changes. That's essentially what a visual novel is. It is a game, but not really. It's more so of storytelling. And Nier is not a visual novel. Nier, without a doubt, is a game. I still think the best visual novel, without a doubt, is Steins Gate. Steins Gate is a solid visual novel. No, that's not how... Wait, first comes novel, then manga, and visual novel, and then anime? No. So here's how it works. So essentially... Okay, hold up. Allow me to explain. I'm gonna need to use... Wait, why am I did not mean to pull that up. Hold up. Hold up, Mark. I'm gonna draw it out for you just to simplify it. It will make it... Okay, hold up. I'm writing it down. I'm gonna explain it pretty much the best I can. So here's a visual. Let me draw it out first. All right. I'm gonna actually draw it out real quick. So I don't know much. Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna explain to where it's understandable and where it actually kind of makes sense. I got you, Marco. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna draw it out. Alright, give me about 5. Wait. Hold up, I got this, Marco. So, I'm going to explain why I'm getting this set up. So, essentially, a visual novel is not really the same as a light novel, because the source itself is completely different. Now, there are cases, but the battery here is dead. Hold on. Sorry, Marco, I got you. Hold up. Okay. Give me about 5 more seconds. I got this. I'm going to explain how it kind of works. It's kind of confusing, but you'll understand once I explain it. Okay. Let us delete that. Okay, so here's how it works. So this is basically a visual novel. And then here's a light novel. So these two are basically essentially different. They're not the same, by the way. So a visual novel is essentially a game. Why is it a game? Because you're making choices for the characters to tell the story, essentially. So basically, in a visual novel, you're basically the main character, and you can choose what you want to do and how you handle a problem. Light novels is essentially just a book. It's basically a chapter book, per se. So these two are essentially different. And then there's manga. So manga typically is adapted from a light novel. This is most cases. Sometimes visual novels can also get a manga, but it's kind of rare nowadays. But it does happen. But it does happen, and when it does, it's pretty much a when a manga version exists of a visual novel, it's pretty much a watered down version. And then typically there's an anime. Animes are typically based off mangas, but sometimes they just go directly to being an anime, so they don't really go to being a manga. Excuse me. In terms of a visual novel, one great example is Umineko, because Umineko had a visual so Umineko is essentially a visual novel game, quote unquote, but it was so popular it became a straight up anime. It didn't really become a manga until later on. And then light novels, sometimes they just become literally a straight anime. There's plenty of examples of this, but I can't think of any on the top of my head. So yeah, that pretty much explains it. Now, I hope that makes sense, kind of. if it does, I that's the best way I can explain it. Of all of these though, like it really depends on where you start, honestly. Some people, they start off with a manga first before the light novels, but honestly, I just recommend just reading the original source. But now I did cut off one step here, and that is web novels. So web novels is basically the original story. If I can write the E right. But essentially what web novels are, web novels is basically an original version, if I can spell original. So web novels are basically the original versions of a light novel in most cases. So what happens is that publishing companies, they come in. So I'm gonna type in publishing companies. So somewhere along the lines, okay, let me draw an arrow coming in here. Okay, so how light novels work typically is that originally it starts off as a web novel. So essentially a random person just types down a story and just posts it on a website for people to read. And that's essentially a web novel. And what ends up happening is that sometimes a web novel can become so popular that a publishing company will come by and literally adapt the web novel into a light novel. So a publishing company could be anywhere from Kadokawa, Shousetsuka Ninaro, or like anything of that. So basically a big rich company comes in and essentially hires the author for a web novel. And once a publishing company takes in a series, they hire an editor. And essentially an editor, what they do is they read the original story, and then they either fix the punctuations, like the spelling and whatnot, or they will actually change the story a little bit. And the reason why they do it is to make it so is to basically make it better and to refine it. And once they make it perfect, it gets published as a light novel. And that's where you get this. Examples of this here between light novels and web novels is Overlord. Overlord is a web novel, but since it's under Kadokawa, was it Dengeki Bunko? I don't really remember which publishing company. But essentially, Overlord is a web novel. And then it became a light novel because it got taken in by a publishing company. And then they made a manga, and then it became an anime. So Overlord is one example. Another example I would say is ReZero. ReZero is another example. So ReZero was actually a web novel. Then it got taken in by a publishing company and then became a light novel, in which the light novel was adapted into a manga and then into an anime. So essentially that's how it works. Visual novels is essentially just a game. And that's the best way to explain it. Visual novels, you are basically the main character in that game. And you're just pretty much choosing who you want to date or what you want to do. And depending on the choice you make, the story changes. It is a game, but not really a game, like how Nier Automata is. That is the best way to explain how this stuff works. But yeah, when somebody tells me to read a light novel, I typically just tell them to read both the light novel and the web novel. So the reason why I tell people to actually read both the web novel and the light novel is because publishing companies will sometimes actually change the entire thing from the original source. So sometimes the web novel will completely change from what happens and compared to the light novel. And the reason why is because the editor's job... Do you got messages on Streamlabs? Hold up, I don't think so. Oh, okay, yeah, I got the message. Thanks for helping me understand and learning something new. But yeah, that's the... Glad I can teach you, Marco, but that is the best way I can explain it for you. And sometimes there are exceptions though. There are things that are called anime originals. So basically, originals is just what it is. It doesn't come from anything. Someone just, or a studio, basically decides to make an anime original. So anime originals is just basically somebody who's like, hey, I got an idea. I'm just gonna make an anime, and they just make an anime. So it's not based off of anything, and those are anime originals. But I think that covers not all of it, but the majority of like adaptations. I think I missed one or two things, but maybe that'll be on for another stream because there's a lot of confusion when it comes to understanding how adaptations work and whatnot. But I always say this though, if you're going to read a light novel, I highly recommend reading the web novel as well. Is there a novel that goes into an anime and then a manga? This can happen, but very rarely. I know there's a visual novel that became an actual anime and then it got a manga. And the only one I can think of is Umineko. But Umineko is a very long visual novel, so I would not recommend you play it. The story for Umineko though is really good. It's just that it takes like, I think it takes about over 30 hours or over 50 hours to complete that story, which is not really worth it. But yeah, it can happen. Novels can become anime and then a manga. Sometimes adaptations for other materials can be random, but it can happen though. There's always exceptions. That is the right word to use. There's always exceptions. Because this is the right word actually. Because not everything will follow this pattern here. But you understand though. I've been reading too much stuff lately. Well, not lately, but I've been doing too much, Marco. Oh, I've been watching anime for so long, since I was a little boy. It is crazy, man. I remember watching Naruto. Was it Naruto Shippuden when it came out? No, Naruto Shippuden came out in 2005-ish. I don't remember, but you get the gist. But man, that is anime for you, I tell you. It's confusing at times. But I hope that clarifies it a bit. Now, not every anime will follow that pattern, because every anime or every adaptation, it kind of goes on its own thing. But in general, what I show you today is the typical, like what you'll see for the majority of anime adaptations and how it flows. But not all of them will be like that. Now, there are some rare exceptions, but you kind of had to wait and see, honestly. But anyhow, though. Yeah, but this is an exception, though, I guess. Well, not really. This is a game. The first one was Dragon Ball. Then Fullmetal Alchemist, then Bleach, and then others. Interesting. I never really started off with Dragon Ball. I started off with Dragon Ball Z, and then I went back to watch Dragon Ball. But I do love Dragon Ball, though. Man, I totally forgot about the misfit of the Demon Academy. They have a new voice actor for this, by the way. This new voice actor is going to cause division within the fan. Like, the fans are not going to be happy, or they might be okay. I don't know. I remember when I talked about this, man, it was crazy. The Misfit of the Demon King Academy Season 2 sets for January 2023 premiere with a new visual and trailer. There goes Ban. I swear, there he goes. Yuichiro Umihara takes on the mantle of Anos for the Split Core sequel. This arc was written by Liam Dempsey, so there goes credit, or credit is due. And let us get into this, because this one is gonna be spicy. Even among all the big name titles being shown off at Aniplex Online Fest 2022, Anos Vertigo still loomed large with the reveal of a new key visual in the first trailer for the second season of The Misfit of the Demon King Academy, which will air with the Split Core broadcast from January 2023. And here's the key visual for the second season. Oh man, Tatsuhisa Suzuki, he screwed up so bad. There's no more Draken in Tokyo Revengers. There's no more Ban in the Seven Deadly Sins. No more Anos Voltigold for the Misfit of the Demon King Academy. Like, and his band is gone. He might go broke. I don't know. And he's still married to Lisa. Like, how? Gosh. I want to watch this trailer, but I can't. I'm gonna get... Hold up. I'm gonna... He sounds a bit different. Huh. Wait, who is the new voice actor? So the new voice actor for Anos Voltigold is essentially Yuichiro Umihara. That's the new voice actor for Anos Voltigold. It's very interesting though. He sounds... I can't actually watch this because they would get copyrighted, but he doesn't sound... This might sound kind of mean. He sounds kind of different from from Anos Voltigold that I know. Is it bad though? Like, is that a bad impression of Anos Voltigold? No, it's not. It's just a little different. I can't point my finger on it. Like, he's worse so far? I mean, this new voice actor doesn't... Oh, his work so far. I'm not too familiar with his works actually, because Yuichiro... Hold up. I'm gonna search him up on a separate page because I don't want to search up his name and then random stuff appears. Yuichiro Umehara. Oh, don't worry, I got this open on another page. Oh, he voiced Goblin Slayer. I did not know that. And he voiced Suzune's brother in Classroom the Elite. Holy smoly, this guy. Okay, hold on. I'll pull it up here. Sorry guys, I know you guys are wondering what I'm looking at. So basically he voiced all of these characters. Okay, this guy does have a reputable credibility, I'll tell you that. Tiger Mask, Goblin Slayer. I don't know. This looks familiar. Is this from Overlord? I don't really know. I don't know all of these characters. That's the interesting thing. I only know some of these characters. I think this guy is pretty... Okay, yeah, there's Goro from Dolly and the Franks. So this guy is actually pretty decent. I don't want to say he's bad. He's not bad at all. I think he'll get the job done. But he doesn't sound like the Anos Voltigold I know, which is Tatsuhisa Suzuki. But I don't know... But... It's kind of funny to say that. Even though the voice sounds a bit different, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't, because, like, no offense, man. Black Clover, yeah. He voiced that one guy in Black Clover from that picture. But, you know, man, it's funny because, the Tatsuhisa Suzuki situation and whatnot, that was actually my most viewed video for a while. because he cheated on Lisa and whatnot. I genuinely feel bad for Tatsuhisa Suzuki, but at the same time, he's kind of stupid. Not trying to be mean, but nobody told him to cheat. Nobody told him to have an affair, and he went and did it anyways. It's kind of funny because, like, people were emailing me because I made a follow-up video, like, discussing what happened to him. And they're like, you're lying. How am I lying? I literally told you, this guy, he made an apology. Okay, hold up. I need to prove that I'm right here. He literally said that he cheated. And then he made an apology letter. It's even on Google. Hold up. I'm going to pull it up right for you guys. Because people think I was lying. Like, I have nothing to lie about. I just talk about random stuff every single day. So guys, this right here is this apology letter. So for those who don't believe that he actually got caught cheated, he pretty much confessed. And this letter here, guys, he basically stated, hey, what I did was wrong. My actions were immoral. They were childish. And then he admits somewhere in this here that he cheated. Justin, I totally understand, man. It's kind of annoying to me because, like, look, I'm not saying people were canceling me, but people were emailing me through my business email on my YouTube channel. And then essentially they were trying to, like, justify that, like, he's innocent or something. I mean, you can't really justify this because he stated it himself. Why did he confess unless there are blackmail? There was no blackmail. So essentially the reason why he confessed was because his company and his managers, they were basically getting pressured because news outlets were picking it up. And the reason why news outlets were picking it up because basically he got caught. So a paparazzi or a news outlet, they literally caught him outside with some other lady. And later on, they identified this woman as some woman in her 20s, which I believe she was like a fan of his or something like that. And it's just so confusing, and everything from there just spiraled because like, there was no excuses for him to hide because they literally have physical, like, they have pictures essentially of what he did basically with another woman. So he didn't really have a choice but to confess. So his managers, they literally thought it was a better idea if he just went straight forward and confessed, so that way there's no tension build up. Because so essentially they wanted him to basically cut the snake on his neck, essentially, if you get what I'm saying. And ever since then, everything went downhill, like, really bad for him. So between his relationship with Lisa, essentially, from what I understand, they're still married, but I don't know if they're together or not. So nobody really knows, not even me, because she's always on tour from what I hear, so who knows, right? But anyhow, though, this guy really screwed up. There is no coming back from this. Now he's not broke by any means, because this guy had a very successful career. He had a band, he was a voice actor, he was a celebrity, and, like, I believe his music from his band, Old Codex, some of his music was on the Billboard charts in Japan. So his career was successful. So this guy pretty much, even though he's not active now or anymore, the money he has is enough for him to retire, essentially. So yeah, there goes that. But yeah, he's no longer voicing Draken from Tokyo Revengers. He's no longer banned from the 7 Deadly Sins. And he's no longer Anno's Voltigold from, the Misfit of the Demon King Academy. But everybody, literally everyone has distanced themselves. Like, basically everybody that's important to him are basically distancing themselves from him because in Japan, or in Asian countries, it's pretty much a customary thing to stay away from people that make you look suspicious or look bad. So they're kind of staying away from him. He's pretty lonely though. I think his last post was in May on Instagram. And his Twitter, I don't know about his Twitter actually. His Twitter for his band is deleted though. It's no more. I tried to look for it, but it got deleted. He isn't a football player. I don't know if he had that kind of money. Didn't manga career have a hard time? Manga career or creator? I think Tatsuhisa Suzuki will be fine, because even if he doesn't have money, he still has Lisa, and Lisa is one of the most popular female singers there is. So like, even if he's no longer, you know, Ano's Votigold here, it doesn't change the fact that he still has Lisa. I totally agree too, Justin. Tatsuhisa Suzuki had an amazing voice. It is a really unique voice, I tell you that. It's kind of sad that he screwed it up because he wanted to get intimate. But we gotta wait and see in the future what his career holds up to, because I honestly do not have hope for that guy. But let's see what else is there though. I did watch the new Bleach trailer though. So this new Bleach trailer I watched, I can't watch it on stream, guys, because it's copyrighted material, but I did watch it. It's only like 30 seconds long. The animation looks really good. And she's forgiven him. Is she okay? Honestly, at this point, she's kept a silence about the accusations, or not accusations, but things that happen. Now, Lisa was in her interview earlier this month, I believe, and they didn't really mention the whole allegations of Tatsuhisa Suzuki or her husband per se. But she's doing fine from what I've seen, I guess. I don't know. But Bleach, though, I have high hopes for Bleach and Chainsaw Man. Those two are in my top 10, my top 1 that I would watch. I really hope they change the ending though, because I feel like the one thing they did not serve justice to in the Bleach manga at the end is the Arrancar. Like, what happened to the Arrancar? Because like Grimjaw had his one moment, and that was it. That was like the last you saw of them. I think the coolest thing of Bleach, in my personal opinion, is the Arrancar. But hey, that's just me. I really hope that if they do, I've heard rumors they're going to remake the ending, and I pray to God they do, because that ending was so rushed. But I'm not saying it was bad, I'm just saying it was rushed. And man, what about Nell? I swear, they need to bring Nell back, man. Because I remember in the manga, like, Nell didn't even have a moment actually at the end. Because how do you pronounce his name? Yaiwatch, and whatnot. I swear, Justin, everything came out today. All these new information. New animes, and like, literally, this is more than we can ask for. So basically today, or yesterday, was Aniplex. And Aniplex is basically like the biggest anime event you can get. I think it's hosted by A1 Pictures, I think. But they do host like other anime studios and other anime projects. But yeah, it's crazy. I really do not like Bleach's ending. Or the reason why is because everything was so fast paced. You either had zero. Some characters had no involvement. That's what I really want to say. And it's kind of disappointing, especially the Arrancar, because they literally get attacked, like the Arrancar Fortress and whatnot gets attacked by forgot what the group was called. The Quincy's and whatnot, but whatever the group was called. And like literally they don't ever bring them up ever again. And it hurts because I love the Arrancar, man. They're all so cool. But I have a lot to say for the series, man. I'm gonna wait. What else is there? Yeah, man. We were talking about it earlier. About Nier and Fate. I don't hate Fate though. I think Fate is a really good series, but I think there's so many spin-offs, it gets confusing. And then there is one more anime bad endings for you. You haven't watched Bleach? It's okay you haven't watched Bleach, because Bleach isn't for everyone, because Bleach has so much fillers. Not trying to be mean, but Bleach is a good series though. If you watch the anime and you skip the fillers for Bleach, you should be fine, Justin. Marco, then there is one more anime on the bad anime ending list of yours. Yes, Bleach is on my bad endings. I really hope they change it though, because this, like the ending in the manga is nobody. I have not seen one person who justifies the ending as good for Bleach. So let's pray to God they actually change something. What's this? Sorry guys. If I see a novel, I'm interested. Atri, My Dear Moments, visual novel gets TV anime. A teaser trailer was released for the adaptation. This article is written by Daryl Harding. This is pretty interesting. Oh, it's a trailer I can't watch. This is by Aniplex too, so it was announced during the Aniplex Online Fest. Is a new Bleach a remake or is it a sequel? It's a sequel. Sorry. It is finally continuing like the story again. I hate to break it to you, you're going to have to watch the OG Bleach. But it's worth it though. I think the story is one of a kind. Definitely a sequel for the new Bleach. The sweet visual novel Atri My Dear Moments is commemorating its second anniversary this year, and as part of the celebrations, it was revealed at this weekend's Aniplex Online Fest 2022 event that it will be getting a TV anime series. A teaser trailer for the anime was released alongside the lead staff members working to bring the visual novel to the screens. Okay guys, this seems like an eroge. Hold up, I'm gonna search this up. I'm gonna search this on a private window away from the main screen so y'all don't look. This definitely looks like an eroge. Is this an eroge? Sorry guys, I know I don't want y'all to see. Okay, yeah, this is just a regular romance series. Okay, that's interesting. This isn't anything bad. Okay, so this is a regular dating. Okay. The main staff for the Atri My Dear Moments TV anime includes the original stories by Asuta Kono, Front Wing. So that's basically the studio, I'm guessing? No, that's the credibility. I'm tripping. Oh my god. The original character design is by Yusano Moto 4. Director is Makoto Kato, Bloom Into You. Series composer, Juki Hanada, Bloom Into You. Animation production by Troika. No, it's not anything like that, Marco. It's just a regular romance series from what I've seen. I want to watch this trailer. Hold up. I'm going to watch this off screen real quick. Okay. I'm back. It's just a regular visual novel. This isn't anything crazy. So this is just a regular visual novel. It's nothing crazy. So it's basically a typical romance series. But why this series for an anime adaptation? That's Is Eero game like hentai or more like ecchi? Okay. For you people who are not cultured, allow me to explain. Eroges are basically visual novels with hentai in it. Yes, all of them are. If it's considered an eroge, it's essentially 18 plus only, or 21 plus, for example. Or 21 plus is actually really rare. Most of the times, is 18 plus. But here's the thing, though. A lot of eroges and a lot of those type of stuff, they're only in Japanese, and they do not come in English or any other languages. The reason why is because they're high school students. So essentially, since they're high school students, they're not literally adults. They're not 18 plus, put it that way. So essentially, most eroges, or most hentai visual novels, you can say, most of them do not get translated or released outside of just Japan. So what people do is they actually either bootleg it or they illegally download it. There is very few eroges out there, guys, that are actually translated into other languages. Very few. Most of them will not make it outside of Japan. But since Japan doesn't really care about their age, because it's Japan, come on, they just release it as is. Gosh, I have a lot to say about this anime, but let's continue. The Fruit of Evolution 2, before I knew it, my life had made it. Wait, what? Let me start again. That's confusing. The Fruit of Evolution 2, before I knew it, my life had it made. Anime marks World Gorilla Day with new visuals and cast. Isekai Fantasy sequel comes to Crunchyroll in winter 2023. This article is written by Liam Dempsey, so there goes credit where credit is due. And back to the anime with NFTs. God dang. I did not love this. I liked this anime, but the NFTs is... I watched this show. It's fine. Comedy and harem, I say. So, Justin, if you didn't know, this anime literally tried to do NFTs. Like, the really bad NFTs. The Fruit of Evolution, before I knew it, my life had it made, isn't monkeying around when it comes to promoting its upcoming sequel season. As the Isekai Fantasy series unleashed a new key visual and cast member to commemorate the World Gorilla Day today. Here's the key visual for the second season. I think this anime would have had a better reputation if they had not do NFTs. NFTs ruined this anime. Like, it's crazy. Following the addition of Miyuki Sawashiro, Daki and Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba as Deshra in the new season, Tomokazu Sugita, Rudius, and Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation was announced as the voice of Vitor or Vitor. A character visual for the perverted gentleman was released alongside two for Gimple and Udis. Character romanizations unconfirmed, whose casting will be revealed at a later date. Vitor, voiced by Rudius and Mushoku Tensei. Gimple and Utis. This guy, that mask looks like the one you see in Konosuba. Sorry, I'm just... Based on the light novels by Miku and Youth35, The Fruit of Evolution, before I knew it, my life had it made. Season 1 director Yoshiaki Okamura will now act as chief director, with Fukase Shigeru acting as director. Mitsuki Hiraha and Hayashi Nobuhide will be in charge of character designs. Ichikawa Gigaimon returning to handle series composition and script, and Hotline taking sole animation production credits, as Phil and Children's Playgrounds Entertainment were credited for season 1. So basically what I read off from that is basically a new anime studio is making season 2? The first season, The Fruit of Evolution, before I knew it, my life had it made, is currently available on Crunchyroll, which describes the series as such. And here's a summary of the first season. But I'm not going to read this because I already know the story. I watched the anime. Guys, don't support NFTs, man. So, this anime has it had a little bit of traction and a little bit of popularity. But what happened was, this anime decided to make NFTs. And essentially, the NFTs is what literally made people dislike this anime. So this anime isn't as popular as it used to be just because of that. It is bizarre. What else is there? Okay, so pretty much, is that all the news for today? Oh, there's Berserk and this. Might as well talk about both of these. And then this will pretty much wrap up Aniplex, I guess. You know, Berserk has the greatest manga of all. Like, I think Berserk is the greatest manga of all time. One of the best. But the animes are all terrible. Like, terrible. Some of them are decent. Some of the Berserk movies are decent. In my personal opinion, I think they were decent, but they were not good. And then the 2017 anime for Berserk, was it? That was just bad. Is awful. Oh man, but let's get into it. Berserk, the Golden Age arc, Memorial Edition TV anime delivers new trailer. A special video message was also shared. This article is written by Daryl Harding, so there goes credit where credit is due. Oh boy, this one... Okay, let's get into it. This fall marks the official premiere of Berserk, the Golden Age Arc Memorial Edition, which celebrates the work of the late Kentaro Miura in a new way starting October 1st. You'll be able to watch it right here on Crunchyroll shortly after it debuts in Japan, and this weekend's Aniplex Online Fest 2022 event. Came through with a new trailer and a special video message to get everyone ready to revisit Gus' story. Other Tomo-chan, what's his first? I'm gonna look into that for a second, but hold up. I'm gonna watch this Bleach. I said Bleach. I wanna watch this Berserk stuff real quick. I can't show you guys because it'll get copyrighted, but this is very interesting, guys. Okay, I skipped to the very end, but... So essentially this is 2D with 3D. It's better than the 2017 anime version. But my goodness, and this is basically the thanks. Oh man. But I'm just gonna end it here. Well, let's go to the next one though. I love romance series. This is my guilty pleasure genre. Tomo-chan is a girl. Reveals new character trailer additional cast at Aniplex Online Fest. Meet Koseki Misaki and Tatsumi Tanabe from the incoming rom-com. This article is written by Mikikazu Komatsu, so there goes credit where credit is due. And trust me, I'm going to look into this, Marco, what his original intentions were, though, for this author. Tomo-chan is a girl is prepping for his January 2023 debut. Yeah, I love rom-coms too. That's my guilty pleasure, by the way. Which means the anticipated rom-com has some updates to share at this weekend's Aniplex Online Fest, including the introduction of a pair of characters from the series. Aniplex showed off a new character trailer, giving us another glimpse of what to expect when the series arrives early next year on Crunchyroll as it airs in Japan. We also got confirmation of 2 new additions to the voice cast. Alright, new voice actors. This is going to tell us a lot, guys. Kohei Amasaki, Neto Monoma, Shihei Kuroiro, and My Hero Academia will take on the role of Kosuke Misaki, while Yoshitsugu Matsuoka, Bash the Stampede, and Trigun Stampede will voice Tatsumi Tanabe. So these are the new character visuals. And I'm guessing these images are a bit blurry, but I'm guessing these pictures were taken from the live stream. Alright. They will join... Or Monogatari for me. I can see why, Marco. They will join the previously announced cast members including Rie Takahashi as Tomo Aizawa. OP voice acting right there. Kaito Ichikawa as Junichiro Kubota. Rina Hidaka as Misuzu Gundo. Sally Amaki as Carol Olston, who will be voicing the same character in the English dub version. Wow. She's... Okay, hold up. She's voicing both the English sub and dub version of the same character. That must be a powerful voice actor. Oh, Sally. Oh my gosh. That's who she is. So for those who don't know, Sally Amaki, she is like... Man, she can speak English and Japanese very well. She's amazing at both languages. The original Tomo-chan is a Girl 4-panel manga series was serialized on the Twitter account and the Sanzenzen website in 2015 of April. The manga has 8 collective volumes in Japan released by Kodansha. 7 Seas Entertainment released the English language version of the manga. Tomo-chan is a Girl was streamed on Crunchyroll as it airs in Japan. Thank God. The series is described as such. A youthful, romantic comedy between a boyish girl and her dense childhood friend, loved by fans all over the world. Damn right that is. The series is now being made into an anime. Ever since the manga for Tomo-chan is a Girl started on Twitter in 2015, this awkward yet straightforward romance between the boyish protagonist and her childhood friend became loved by readers. This series concluded in 2019. It won first place for the web manga category in the second annual Next Manga Awards. Dang, I never knew that. That's a lot of acolytes. Not only is it extremely popular among fans in Japan, but the series the series also has many passionate fans overseas, which led to this long-awaited anime adaptation. Boyish high school girl Tomo Aizawa, Tomo-chan, wants her childhood friend Junichiro Kubota to see her as an actual girl, but every attempt ends up in vain. I'm sorry guys, I love this series, man. Would Junichiro ever realize Tomo's romantic feelings towards him? In 2023, Tomo-chan and her very unique friends will charm the world with this youthful rom-com. This I must watch. I can't watch this trailer though; it'll get copyrighted. But guys, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna watch this though. What is my time in my country? Currently, it is 5:39 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States, and I know that where you are right now, guys, may be a little bit late, but I think this concludes everything from Aniplex that has been announced. Yes, it does. So that is the last of the news of everything that was announced at Aniplex that was reported by Crunchyroll. So guys, I'm pretty much gonna wrap it here. So without further ado, I'm the Kumo Sensei. Thank you guys for joining in and tuning into this stream. And also feel free to like this live stream and do whatever. Right? And guys, tomorrow I'm not going to be streaming because tomorrow I got to attend a wedding because one of my relatives is getting married. So I will upload early in the morning maybe, but I won't stream tomorrow. So I'll see you next week whenever I do live stream again. And with that, see ya.